everyone. If you're joining us right now, this is our virtual gala for the Community Chest. We'll be going live any moment now. Hang in there with us. This is the first ever virtual gala for this organization. You know, we would usually be together, but we're together this way instead. And of course, that comes with some technical glitches, and we're going to get this show on the road. There is such fun stuff in store. We're going to learn how to make a signature drink. There's a musical performance. We're going to be bidding on these amazing silent auction items. So please continue to watch our wonderful sponsors, and we will be joining you live in just a few moments. Thanks for hanging in there. We'll see you soon. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Good things come to those who wait, and I promise great things are coming your way in the next hour. I'm Nina Pineda. You usually see me on Channel 77 on your side, but tonight I am your host for this evening's first virtual gala for the Community Chest of Englewood. I am so excited. Normally, we'd be sitting down together. We were sharing a meal, nice glass of wine. We were supposed to be at Montami Country Club, but instead we're all together in one place, and it's this place, cyberspace. So I'm so glad you're joining us virtually online. It's kind of cool what we're dealing with, and I know we're all dealing with a lot. You can join us on two screens. Watch on your computer, your laptop, or your iPad. Make sure you have your cell phone handy as well, because that's how you're going to show your support for the Community Chest tonight. We want to remind you, you can text a pledge, just text 76278. Then you can text Give 100, for example, and donate $100 to Community Chest. It's that easy. I'm going to do it right now. We already have some pledges to our pledge desk tonight, so let's check in with Shelley Wimpheimer, President of the Community Chest, and Sandy Pinto, Development Director. Take it away.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for your patience. We are so glad to be here with you tonight. It's a very exciting time. As you all know, we've been through some amazing changes, and even tonight is an example of that. But we really are delighted to be able to be with you and to tell you a little bit about the good work we're doing. We've all had to change a lot of things in our lives, and many people's lives have been very uprooted because of the coronavirus. And so tonight's event will be to raise money for our Corona Relief Fund. And we'll be talking to you tonight about various ways that the funds that you contribute tonight will be used. I wanted to start off by giving you just one example, and then Sandy will talk to you a little bit about how things are going so far. Many people have been disrupted in their lives, loss of jobs, and in some cases they have lost their homes. And so for them, life has been very, very difficult. So the demand for mental health services has increased substantially. So part of the funds that we will be raising this evening will be going to support mental health services for those who have been affected by the virus. Sandy?
Thank you. Well, hello, everybody, and thank you for your patience. We know that you are a loyal following, that you waited for our technical glitches to be worked out. We hope that you're enjoying a couple of feathertinis while you're waiting for us to come online. The goal of our evening tonight is to raise funds to support our agencies that have had to respond to increased client needs during the pandemic. So we are asking you to give as generously as you can tonight. We're starting with a pretty big ask, and to Shelley's point about the pandemic creating increased need for mental services, I'm encouraging you to contribute $2,000 tonight. That'll help people that are suffering from depression, from mental issues, to alleviate their suffering and that have been created as a result of the pandemic. I know it's a big ask, and we have a good start already this evening. We are already at nearly $14,000 in donations. So if you are inclined to do so, we're asking you to kick off the night with a bang, raise a glass with your feathertini, and think about contributing to help alleviate mental suffering in the community.
Thank you so much, Sandy and Shelley. Have fun over there. This might look strange, but they're actually like 6 feet from me. We're social distancing here at the home of Harry Martin as we come to you live streaming. The next person I'm going to introduce really needs no introduction. If you are from this area, you know how much he gives back to the community. He is our honorary chair tonight. He is Joe Parisi. Hey, Joe, are you there?
I belong to a lot of not-for-profits, but I always judge a not-for-profit as the amount of money they receive and how much is used to giving to their mission. And the Community Chest has such a low ratio for their administrative costs, and it's been fantastic. I mean, you don't find that in most not-for-profit organizations. The community chest has been fantastic for Bergen County, Eastern Bergen County, since I was a kid, and it was a long time ago. And they've been doing a wonderful job. The people they support, the organizations and not-for-profits they support have been fantastic. This is a difficult times, but community chest helping those not-for-profits need your help even more. This is the best time to come together, reach into your pockets a little deeper than you normally do, if you can, and support the community chest. The people on the board, all the volunteers, everyone has been fantastic. We're asking for even more from you. And that's a tough reach for me to ask, but if you can, I'd really, really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Joe. You're amazing. I don't know how you do it all. And you really are just so, I just respect you so much. I just peeked at your Facebook page and saw how much you're involved with. Stay right there because I want to come back to you a little bit later. Don't forget, this is all about showing your support for the community chest. We all saw as Shelly was talking, her phone was ringing. We hope that's somebody that accidentally called her instead of texted to 76278 to text your pledge to support Community Chest, which supports so many nonprofits in our area. We're all keeping our community safe. We're all trying to stay healthy. Let's now raise a glass and toast the mission of the Community Chest. I have, you can see it's halfway done. That was the half hour you guys were waiting. This is a Feather Teeny. It's our signature cocktail. You know, the red feather has been the logo for Community Chest since 1933. Our signature cocktail this year is the Feather Teeny. You want the recipe? Just so happens we have a guest bartender who can help us out. Take it away. Cheers. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did, and I know that young man. You may recognize him. I might tell you who it is later. We have a signature glass you can buy online. Just click the link you'll see on your screen. We'll send you a Feather Teeny glass for a small donation. It's a really great way to remember our virtual gala. Don't forget, text to 76278. Let's go back and check in with Shelly and Sandy at the pledge desk.
Yes, I'd like to start off with a toast also to all of you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight and for being so patient.
And we've delivered a lot of these glasses in the last 2 days. So for those of you at home that are enjoying your Feather Teeny, or at least your Feather Teeny glass, maybe imbibing something else, raise a glass and cheers.
Thank you so much. Your donations tonight, they're really vital for organizations throughout our community, like the Westside Infant and Teen Parent Center. That is just one of the places where your donation really makes the community better. We are talking about the power of community. My good friend and former colleague Sarah Wallace just did a story on the center for WNBC TV News Channel 4. Take a look.
They come as young as 6 weeks old and often stay right up until kindergarten.
Let's make chicken food.
But this isn't just a daycare. The Westside Infant and Teen Parent Program in Englewood, New Jersey is about teenage moms like Meg Lewinson learning life skills. She had twin girls at age 16, dropped out of school when she got pregnant.
I struggled a lot, and at one point when I didn't really believe in myself, the program, they believed in me.
Meg's twins started in daycare as babies with delayed development. They're now thriving 4-year-olds, and she's about to get her GED and go to college, then nursing school. Hers is one of the hundreds of success stories to emerge from this little publicized, decades-old program.
The goal is, number one, to keep the parent in school, to make the parents be financially independent. All of our parents will either work full or part-time, even if they're going to school, because we want them to be financially stable and not go on to the welfare system.
It's about breaking that cycle of futility and hopelessness, investing in the future.
Grandma had the little girl at 15, and now she's pregnant at 16. So it's this vicious cycle that unless we put a stop to it now, it will continue. Good morning.
The parents get regular one-on-one counseling and advice. There's constant contact.
Hey, sweetie, how are you?
But it's really a family affair. At any one time, the center can service 15. The focus, always the children.
Anybody that's part of the child's life becomes part of the program.
The state provides funding for the center's operation, including salaries, but it relies completely on donations for supplies and activities.
Mama, sugar, that's chicken soup.
The graduates always come back to visit. 35-year-old Vivi Nguyen is now a forensic nurse with a master's degree. She was 19 with a baby girl when she first came into the program.
I was very young and I was confused and I was lost. I did feel lost. I was bouncing from babysitter to babysitter and it was hard to find something stable. I found this and it was like a hidden gem.
Such a need. The hardest thing for Serrano is turning away families, and there are a lot of them. They have enough space here. They just don't have resources to hire additional teachers and staff. From Englewood, Sarah Wallace, News 4 New York.
Thank you so much, Sarah Wallace. You know, Sarah and I used to share one very messy office together at Channel 7 at 7 Lincoln Square. I mean, you couldn't, gym clothes, jewelry. We had so much fun in that office. And now you can see Sarah, of course, at Channel 4, but we remain friends. She's actually sitting here with me as we come to you live for our virtual gala. And it just, that piece just shows, you know, why she is a legend in New York City. I wanted to remind you to tell your friends who might be texting you that they can't get on. The Community Chest Virtual Gala 2020 is on YouTube. So if you're having trouble logging on in another way, please just go to your Google search bar and put in Community Chest Virtual Gala 2020 on YouTube and just tell your friends that they can see us there. We're also recording, so we'll be able to come to you live. While we were in the piece, the phone was ringing, so I hope you're going to join this movement for us. It's very exciting here. You can text your donations to 72768 right now. That's just one of the places we saw with Sarah's piece where your donations really help our community. And guess what? The silent auction is amazing. There's such good stuff on it right now, and it's really important to support through the silent auction because they really thoughtfully put this together, because we know it's hard to go out to dinner and stuff. There is a movie night. You can show movies in your backyard. You can bid on trips when we all can travel again. Definitely low prices right now on those trips. There's bags, there's paintings, there's jewelry, there's art. Please check with the silent auction. Let's go back now to our honorary chair once again, Joe Parisi. He may be showing up at your front.
All right. If I was here with you, I'd be walking on table to table and asking you specifically one by one. We're video, so I can't bother you so much. But guess what? I will be bothering you over and over and over. So please support us. Give some money. Give what you can. And also, more importantly, reach out. Let that feather fly to other people. Pass that feather along. Bring in more people because we do need the money. These are difficult times for all the organizations that the Community Chest serves. We need your help. Please, please, please help us and help the Community Chest.
Thank you so much, Joe. You know, Joe might be showing up at your door, so if you don't want that, just pledge to 76278, although I would welcome the former mayor of Englewood at my door anytime. So it's really important to text us right now. We're relying on your donations. This is our big fundraiser. We're doing it a little differently. We're coming to you in the comfort of your home. You're probably in your jammy jams right now. I've got the dogs barking behind me. 76278. Let's check in now with our pledge test again and go back to Shelly and Stacy. How are you guys doing?
Hi there. Well, we're doing really well. I wanted to talk a little bit more about some of the work that we hope to accomplish with the funds that we raise. You know, one of the things that has come about is that family members have to go to work, and childcare has become an increasingly large challenge. And so we really would like to try to help families return to work and to get family life economically stabilized once again. The other thing I wanted to mention was about seniors. Many seniors are living in kind of an isolated way right now, fearful about going out and not having the social connections that they need to feel really safe and healthy. Sandy's going to talk a little bit about how we're doing with those things.
Hello, friends, again. You waited 25 minutes for us to come on, so we know that you're committed and dedicated to our fundraiser this evening. I want to talk about a particular item. So for $1,000, if we raise $1,000, we can send a child to daycare for a month. Now, if you can't afford to do that yourself, we can have 10 people texting in to 76278 at $100 each, or 20 people texting in to 76278 at $50 each. And collectively, we can raise $1,000 and help a family send a kid to childcare for a month while the parents go out to work during this extraordinary time when they're home doing virtual education. So we'd love to hear from you. You are loyal fans. I know you're out there. Lil, sorry to call you out specifically. Lori, Steve, we'd love to hear from you. Let's get the donations rolling in. Back to you, Nina.
All right, thank you. Sandy Pinto, not Stacy, as I mistakenly said earlier. I should remember that because I'm Nina Pineda, so everyone would call me the Nina, the Pinto, and the Stan Maria. Sandy Pinto, our development director. Thank you so much. One of the great things about the community chest is the legacy and history of helping the community. Shelley was talking to me about some of the decades-long work, which was very impressive. The community chest was really founded at a time, kind of not unlike the pandemic that we're going through, because it was the Great Depression. So again, here's our president, Shelly Wimpheimer.
Well, one of the great things about the community chest is that we really know the nonprofit community well. Many people will call up and say, I really, really want to help, but I don't know what to do. I can tell you, we do know what to do. And when we started to think about the gala, we felt this sense of revisiting history. We were founded during the Great Depression in 1933, at a time when citizens in the city of Englewood were very worried about their neighbors who were experiencing tremendous hardship. And a core of very caring residents took it upon themselves to gather together, and actually, believe it or not, they went door to door and they knocked on the doors of 450 neighbors in Englewood, and at that time raised $116,000 to give to 5 agencies who would then provide services to residents of Englewood. And even though we began serving only the community of Englewood, over the years, our service area has expanded to include 15 communities in eastern Bergen County. And we consider each one of those communities our community. And it felt really good to be able to say to neighbors, come on, everybody, let's pull together and really do it for people who are really struggling now. Even though we're quite far along in the duration of this, the needs are still pretty extreme. The food lines are still long. People are still in dread fear of losing their housing. So there are still many, many unfilled needs, and we are working really, really hard, and we're hoping that people will join us tonight to be able to help people as much as we can.
I mean, just incredible, really. You know, for most of us who volunteer our time, imagine keeping an organization running continuously since the 30s. That is a real testament to the people behind Community Chest. And speaking of those people, let's go back to the pledge desk. I'm watching the screen behind you and seeing some friends' names I recognize. Shelley and Sandy, Liz Corcoran, of course, of the Women's Rights Information Center, Liz Corsini, the Bergen Family Center. What else is going on over at the pledge desk, Shelley and Sandy?
Well, over at the pledge desk, we are thinking about some of the other things that you might be interested in supporting, and we know that for some people, $2,000 is a lot of money, but you'd still really like to help, and so we want to tell you about some of the other things. We have an opportunity for purchasing computers. And I mentioned to you that many of the seniors are living by themselves and feeling quite isolated. And Bergen Family Center and other agencies have risen to the occasion in an extraordinary way and have begun communicating with people at home on a regular basis. And so these people are doing much better and are feeling much more connected than they were before. The other thing that they need, and we are hoping to enhance for them, is things like physical exercise, opportunities to hear music and other things that will help people who are feeling isolated find a more enjoyable time right now because they can't really feel comfortable going out.
I want you to picture a senior isolated at home and think about gifting them a tablet to communicate with their grandchildren who might be across the country. And what we're looking for are $500 donations to fund these types of items. But again, if that is beyond your means, any amount toward that purchase will help to contribute to make that a possibility for seniors in isolation. So take out your wallets, take out your phones, and give us a text to 76278. Back to you, Nina.
I just did it. It's so easy. I just opened up a new message. I put in 76278 and I just put give 100 because I want to see my name up on the screen. As we know, tonight's all about honoring people in our community who have given back, and that's exactly what Barbara Strauss and Tommy Manolio have been doing. I mean, for decades. As a board member, she's just worked tirelessly for the Community Chest. Tommy has donated his time and expertise. He says it's all Barbara who does the heavy lifting. But let's please meet Barbara Strauss and Tommy Manolio. They are the recipients of tonight's Outstanding Volunteers Award for 2020.
The mission statement for the Community Chest is neighbors helping neighbors.
The programs are very varied and diverse. It's not one specific cause, and I think it just helps the greater good a little bit more than a single purpose.
They always want to help an organization that is in need, and I like that very much because myself and my husband were very giving people.
They help several different organizations, from feeding people with food banks, and especially after-school programs with little children.
I just felt that I wanted to be involved. I wanted to do something for the community, and I felt I was a very good fit for this organization.
She does a lot of work. It's more of a daily position. It's not just like a once a week thing. It's on a daily where it's a constant meeting. It's a constant phone call. It's a constant letter. You know, she's in it 110%.
It's just that, you know, this very challenging time is very difficult for all not-for-profit organizations. And the only thing I can ask people to do is, as you said before, not only give with your heart, give with your pocket.
Community Chest is one of the organizations that we support that happens to help more than one single cause, and it's very beneficial to everyone involved.
I'm getting texts from my friends. Some of them are on. They're like, we're watching you live. You look so nice. And some people are still trying to get on. So don't forget, you can go to YouTube and just punch in Community Chest Virtual Gala 2020, and you will see all of the live action here. Don't forget to text us to 76278. I know I just got a message from some friends. My yoga instructor is saying, what's the link? Renee, James, can you send this please to Renee so she can get my downward dog and I can get some brownie points with her? And she's going to text a pledge. Renee, what are you going to text? Text me back what you're going to pledge, and I'm going to announce it live. Again, one of the vital parts of serving our community is the support we receive from corporations. You got to see for about a half hour those corporations in the beginning that are helping us throughout Bergen County. And one of them is here tonight as the recipient of the Corporate Philanthropy Award. Jaguar Land Rover of Englewood, I'm driving a Jaguar, has come up with a creative way to show their support for Community Chest. So here's Ron Harrow, the GM of Englewood Jaguar Land Rover, to explain.
When we started the business here, we felt that a lot of the community, as well as other businesses, did reach out to us and, welcomed us in open arms from day one. So we were excited to see that sort of, that feeling from them. So we wanted to give back to them as well. We're fortunate enough to be in a beautiful dealership, beautiful store, in one of the most beautiful town in here in New Jersey. And we want to give back every way that we can, or any way that we can, of course. So we're going to be here for a long time, and we want to make an impact and really be a part of this community. Ideally, we'd like to do something sooner than later. And, if economics are in line, we're committed to giving $100 for every new car that we sell and deliver out of the store. For every dollar that we contribute, they know exactly what to do with it, and we know that it's going to in the right hands and where they can make the most impact. I went over to Bergen Family Center and witnessed firsthand what they do there, and I was very pleased, very excited to see the smiles of the folks that are working there and helping day-to-day operations of the organization. And the kids, they were just all smiles, all fun and smiles. We had a great time, actually. So partnering with the Community Chest, they've been around for so long. We definitely are excited to work with them. They're genuine, they're legitimate. It's hard to find a charity that you really believe in and that actually works for the people. And I think they do a phenomenal job. We've actually witnessed some of the stuff that they do. We'd love to be a part of it, and we're excited to do that as well.
All our corporate sponsors like Jaguar Land Rover of Englewood. In fact, it might be a good time now to remind you about the great support the Community Chest gets from all the corporations in Englewood. And don't forget, support these businesses that support us and text your pledge to 76278 to donate. We've already heard about the legacy of Community Chest. One organization that's been part of that legacy since the very beginning has been Englewood Hospital. It's now called Englewood Health, and we are so proud to recognize them with the Community Leadership Award. Once again, here's our president, Shelley Wimpine.
From the very beginning, we have worked with Englewood Hospital. That is from 1933 on. And we have a great working relationship with them. They're a great partner and have done an extraordinary job over the years of serving our community. Let's take a look at some of the work they've been doing recently.
Hi, I'm Natasha Rastogi. I'm the Associate Program Director for Ambulatory Care here at Englewood Health. Our role at the clinic really is to help care for the community. And so over there, we, as a residency team, really provide services to the uninsured and insured patients of the community and really work with the North Hudson Community Action Corporation to bridge the gap between Englewood Health and the federally qualified health center. So we actually see about 300 patients a month, which is quite extraordinary. And our site is one of 22 sites, and this is the largest health center in New Jersey. Last fall, we actually opened the dental clinic down at the North Hudson Clinic, and it's been an excellent resource. I mean, oral health is something we really hadn't had a particular specialist before to send our patients to, and it's been really accessible and a wonderful resource for our patients. At the North Hudson Clinic, our residents have been to the Healthy Dinners. They're an amazing resource for our patients, given in both English and Spanish, and Population Health, in addition, has partnered with us to make healthy cookbooks, portion plates for our patients, and they often provide materials in multiple different languages, which are really, really useful for our patients. It's so fulfilling to really provide the best level of care that we can, regardless of where patients are coming from, and also to teach residents how to become patient-centered physicians who really learn not only just evidence-based medicine, but really the systems issues that go into caring for our patients.
So great to hear from Englewood Health. And guess what? While that video was playing, we got a pledge from the Director of Principal and Planned Gifts of Englewood Health Foundation. She used to be at Montclair, and she is my friend Moira Sullivan. She gave $100. Thank you so much, Moira. She texted her pledge to 76278. That's awesome. Senator Loretta Weinberg, such a justice advocate, so helpful, shows up at everything. Last year when Sarah and Harry were honored at Bergen Family Center, she came, she gave, she spoke, and that's not a hard crowd to calm down, as we all know when we get together and, you know, start drinking. So this is a much more controlled environment. I don't have to shush people, but you know what? I kind of miss that. You kind of miss the crowd. But this is how we're doing it now, and now we're going to check in with our pledge desk and see how we're doing it. This is how we do it, ladies, right? Let's go. How's it going over there, Shelly and Sandy?
Nina, it's going great, and we're going to switch gears a little bit, and we're going to tell people about a very special item that we have this evening, our basket of cheer. Shelley?
So, if you go on the silent auction, you will find an item that is really exciting, and it is 3 bottles of craft liquors, and it's a real bargain. So for 3 wonderful bottles, the cost of that is $100, and there's no bidding on that. So it's a flat price, and it's actually great for you to have, and especially because it gives you a little diversity as you're serving your friends. So I had the job of talking about the adult prize. But Sandy is going to talk about the kids' prize.
Boy, are we going to switch gears here. For that same $100, we work with an agency that is assisting parents in providing really basic needs for their families. And the needs are as basic as diapers, bottles, formula, and we're encouraging you to really support that this evening. So for $100, please text and support these families that are in need. And this is all a result of the pandemic. Back to you, Nina.
We're going to go to our corporate sponsors video now, right? Let's see who's supporting all of us in the community from these wonderful corporations, and hope that you support them too. So I want you to know, when you support the community chest, you're really supporting the umbrella group that supports so many others. And talking about supporting others, let's go back to our honorary chair, Joe Parisi Jr. Let's go back to you, Joe.
Folks, I really want to thank everyone. One, for attending, giving what you have given. All the people making the effort of the community chest has been extraordinary, truly extraordinary. I'm amazed. I'm amazed at you. You have been outstanding, truly outstanding. But we do need more. But thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't speak enough about this organization, but more importantly, you, the people who donate and contribute to this organization.
Thank you, Joe. Just a legacy with yourself, your father, your late father, a legacy of being a public servant, and you really epitomize that. Don't forget, keep texting us at 76278. My colleague and friend Jen Ostfeld just gave, Kathleen Scotto just gave a giant donation, and Sonia Simon just pledged $20. Small and big. This is how we build community. This is the power of community, isn't it, Shelley and Sandy?
Yes, it is. And, you know, we, when it came time to rethink how to do our gala, and we decided to go to a virtual gala, we said we really need to change our theme a little bit. And because we were kind of changing the way we looked at our role in the community. And we said we have to ask everybody, businesses and individual people, to help us respond to the need. And so that's what we're asking you to do, to help us respond to the need in our community that has been exacerbated. We always have tremendous need, but it has been exacerbated by the circumstances of COVID-19.
Yeah, that's so true. There's tremendous need. I mean, there's really people that lost their jobs were really the ones on the front lines. And they need gift cards, they need, there's food scarcity, and these are all the places that Community Chest supports. So as we've been saying, Community Chest really helps to fund a lot of different agencies. When you text your pledges tonight, I'd like you to take a look at all of the people that you are helping in our community. mean, Community Chest funds about 25 grantees. That is a big pot to fill, and we're trying to do that with your donations. Put a little in each one, or maybe a lot, hopefully. Let's try to get there together as a community. There is some fun stuff on the silent auction. Friends, my friends, I would like to do this with you, so please somebody bid on this. Movie night, come on, we're all stuck at home. You can get this huge screen, put it in your backyard. Evan, who's running our audio here and visual, will set up a screen for 5 to 50 to 500 people if you want, and they'll play any movie of your choice. I mean, that's like the birthday party extraordinaire. And, you know, my birthday's coming up, so I wouldn't mind if someone bids on that. Movie night has no bids. The trips, come on, let's go. Let's go back to the pledge desk. And we have a really special local person who is a designer doing these wonderful things. This just warmed my heart when Shelley and Sandy told me about Judy Simon, a Demarest designer, and what is she doing with these wonderful coats. Shelley and Sandy?
Well, Judy has donated a number of coats to the Community Chest for our special event this evening. And for $25, you can purchase a coat and donate it to a child from either the Westside Teen and Infant Program or Bergen Family Center to keep nice and warm this winter. So please, take a look at it's on our items list. Go ahead and let's sell out of these coats, which I think we're going to. And if we do, be sure to think about the other Fund and Eat items that we've presented this evening, supporting seniors, supporting families, supporting food scarcity. There is no shortage of opportunities to make a donation. Shelley?
Yes, so as the evening kind of draws to a close, I wanted to talk with you about the seriousness of the work of the Community Chest. As Nina pointed out, we've been here since 1933, and we've been doing this work helping our community through all kinds of circumstances. You know, we were founded in the Depression, and back then the situation was pretty desperate also. So we know, and we are committed to doing all we can to help all of our neighbors that are in need. And I should mention that although we were founded in Englewood, we now cover 15 towns in eastern Bergen County. And you are all our communities, and we are eager to support important work in all the communities. I like to share a quote. I usually do it at the live dinner, which we hope we're going to do again next year when everything is healthy again. It is my favorite quote, and I think it's particularly apt for us as we think about our role in responding to the community. It's a quote by Anne Frank, and as you can see, this young woman who was so thoughtful and so serious about her life, shared this very important thought with us. Nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world, and that's what we're all here for. So join us and help us respond to the community.
Wonderful quote there by Anne Frank, and really, signifies how we are in this together, and we can change the world together. And that's what the Community Chest has been doing. We showed you some of the corporate sponsors, but this evening comes together with all the individuals who are giving, $20, $50, $500, $5,000, we hope. Take a look at all of our sponsors as we roll the credits. But we have fun things coming up. We have a wonderful song. So make sure you stick with us until the very end. We got a late start, so we're just starting to get rolling here as we wrap up, and we'll have this beautiful song put together by Englewood Hospital. Is that, Harry, are we going to play the song now as the credit rolls?
No, we're going to do
okay.
Just all the sponsors.
Right, take a look at all of our sponsors now. thank you to all of our wonderful sponsors. And now we have a special musical performance. This is Englewood Hospital, now known as Englewood Health. This song was written by Emily Herring and George Bassatina. It's performed by Emily Herring. It's called It Only Gets Better.
Never thought this would happen, not to me, not in my lifetime. But it's not about me, it's about everyone in our time. Just a short time ago, we never believed the world we're facing. All at once, suddenly, everything we know is constantly changing. It only gets better when we stand together to tough through and get by, even though it's harder than ever. 'Cause we're gonna make it, long as we don't break it. Just do right, there's no sides. We must know it's part of forever. When we look at the window, what do we see? Nobody outside. For the fear of our lives and the ones we love, let's make it our time. If we all do it now, maybe then we'll see the lives we're saving. 'Cause it's not about you, it's about us and the world we're making. It only gets better when we stand together to tough through and get by, even though it's harder than ever. 'Cause we're gonna make it, long as we don't break it. Just do right, there's no sides. We must know it's part of forever. It only gets better when we stand together to tough through and get by, even though it's harder than ever. 'Cause we're gonna make it, long as we don't break it. Just do right, there's no sides. We must know it's part of forever. It only gets better when we stand together to tough through and get by, even though it's harder than ever. 'Cause we're gonna make it, long as we don't break it. Just do right, there's no sides. We must know it's part of forever.
I mean, incredible. I know we've all seen this written all over social media that not all heroes wear capes. But when you look at that video and you look at what's been going on and the frontline workers and the personal sacrifice they've been making, not all heroes wear capes. They wear scrubs, they wear masks, they are leaving their own families to come and make sure that we're healthy. And they did it through this pandemic. And that was just a beautiful tribute to not just Englewood Health, but every organization, every frontline worker that has come forward to keep this community safe and healthy. Switching gears now to the fact that I'm upset that James Martin outbid me. He's running the teleprompter, as you can see here. He just outbid me on the basket of whiskey that was on the pledge, on the silent auction. And that thing is a steal at $100. But guess what, James? I'm going to go on there and outbid you by $20 because I want the vodka and the whiskey and the bourbon, whatever's in that. Shelley and Sandy said that is a wonderful, like highly sought after item. Right? Let's go back to you at the pledge desk. I want the whiskey.
Well, Nina, I have really good news for you. That is a fixed price on the basket. And we've got about 20 of them up for sale. So go ahead and finish that transaction. And you yourself, young lady, have just gotten a basket of cheer. So I have personally sampled each of those bottles, part of my job. And I can vouch for the quality of everything contained therein. It is a bargain. Bid now.
Right. And as you can tell, Sandy takes her job very seriously. So I just would like to thank everybody for being here with us tonight and to helping us respond to our community. And I want to really personally thank our honorees. We had 3 fabulous honorees. As you heard, Barbara and Tommy are tireless volunteers and are always there, willing to help out. Jaguar is a new friend of ours this year, Jaguar Land Rover Englewood, and we are really thrilled to have them as part of our corporate friends, and we look forward to staying connected with them throughout the year. And finally, Englewood Health, as you learned earlier, they were actually one of the first agencies ever funded by the Community Chest back in 1933. And we have remained good friends. We do a lot of really good programming together, and we are delighted to be able to recognize their extraordinary work, especially during the pandemic. They have been called upon to do amazing work, and they have done it. So we thank all of you for being our honorees, and we thank all of you for joining us this evening. We will be open until 10 for more silent auction bids, and we hope you will help us really break the bank on the silent auction because we have some really fabulous items. So thanks again.
Shelley, before you finish, I'm looking at the screen behind me. It's at 18,925. Don't you want me to sleep tonight? We've got to hit, at least tip the $20,000 mark. So I can sit up, go up, retire after this, go and enjoy my feathertini, knowing that we've seen that rotate over into 20. And I am mercenary and ambitious and wouldn't mind hitting 25. So I really, really thank all of you for your generosity this evening, for spending your time with us, for everything that you do for the Community Chest all year. And thank you and good night. And don't forget, we need to tick that up.
We're going to do it. We're definitely going to do it. 18,925. We're going to get to 20,000. Like we should get to 2,200 for 2020. You know, and all what we've gone through in 2020. I think we can get to there. I think we can surpass it. Sandy Pinto, our development director, Shelley Wimpheimer. I asked some people in the community with the organizations that you help to talk to me a little bit about you and what you do, and they just told me that you are a warrior and that you really recognize need and respond to it. They said when they were developing the teen center at Bergen Family Center, you responded and got that thing fast-tracked. I'm on the board of Women's Rights Information Center. Our executive director, Lo Corcoran, said that you just really, you walk the walk and you make a difference in the community. So I thank both of you for everything that you do for the Community Chest. It's hard to spread yourselves thin, and that's what you do. You spread yourselves thick, and you support all these different pots in our community. We know that that is no easy task. Don't forget, the silent auction is staying open. Who's running the event tonight is Evan. He's with EK Event Group out of Staten Island. He is doing the movie night. I'd like to give a special shout out. You see this thing behind me? It looks like we're at the Gala, that we could be in this beautiful ballroom. I'm really on a green screen. And that comes to you through the magic of Harry Martin. Harry, of course, was a tremendous reporter and an anchor in New York City. He is married to Sarah Wallace, and he gives tirelessly to all charities. Anytime you ask him for anything, he will do it. He will make a photo for you. He'll do the video. He did these wonderful videos tonight, and that took months and months of work. So Harry Martin, who's sweating it out over here at the desk because we had those technical glitches. Literally, I mean sweating it out. Thank you very much, Harry Martin with Martin Digital Media. On behalf of everyone who tuned in, the 100 people, and the so many people that I'm watching on the screen, new to Community Chest, old supporters of Community Chest, on behalf of Shelley Wimpheimer and Sandy Pinto and all the people in this community that this organization supports. As they said in the song, come on, it's the pandemic, it's the COVID-19, but things can only get better, and they're getting better because of people like you who spent time with us tonight. Thank you for supporting the Community Chest Virtual Gala. You'll be able to see this all on tape through our YouTube channel and also on the website. On behalf of everyone at Community Chest, I'm Nina Pineda. I bid you good night.